Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and I cannot believe I'm doing this. Welcome to The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. Something I decided only yesterday that I'd be starting. So it is currently the 10th of April. I finished recording the end of Shenmue 2 yesterday, finished recording the end of Coming Out on Top today, and it's time to start something new. Not something entirely new, something somewhat old, because this was like the second LP that I ever did on my channel. Let's go ahead and press any button while we're at it. This is something I'm not really sure about. I suppose I'll check the Wii U gamepad out. I've never actually played this before. I only downloaded it yesterday. I got it on the Wii U eShop. So I've never played this version of the game. So I'm in for just as many surprising delights as you guys are. So yeah, as I say, I only decided I'd be doing this yesterday. Don't worry, I'm not doing an entire LP of Wind Waker all over again. What I'm going to be doing, oh my god, use the gamepad to input. I guess I'll be Harry. Okay. And we're going to be doing it on normal mode. Because what I'm going to be doing here, see those 3 hearts? That's all I'll be having. I'm finally doing the 3-heart run of Wind Waker that I've been wanting to do for the longest time. For those of you who don't know, I'm just going to leave this run in the background. I've LP'd this game already, so I don't need to pay it as much attention as I normally would do. Except for the fact that this is beautiful, this version of the game, most likely. Even though the original is beautiful as it is. Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, I've kind of been talking about doing a 3-heart run of Wind Waker for like years at this stage. I actually kind of started one on a stream one time, so I used to stream every now and then before. It's never something I really got into, but I remember one time I did stream and I did start a 3-heart run of this game, and I played only up until Dragon Roost Island. Well, no, actually, that's not even the start. That's not even the start of it. I did actually start a 3-heart run of this game, like offline, like on my own time. And I remember the point that I stopped was after the boss of the Forbidden Woods, because what happened was, in the cutscene of that, after that boss fight, when you run over to Makar, Link picked up the heart container in the cutscene. Because of whatever place I was when I stopped the, like when the boss fight ended or whatever, I ended up picking up the heart container as I ran over to Makar to start the cutscene, and that was when like I stopped playing on that run through, and then I started another run through for the stream and played up until Dragon Roost Island. So actually, I've never actually done a 3-heart run of this game, to the point that it actually became relevant or even a challenge, because naturally, like at the start of the game, you always only have 3 hearts, so it's not even going to be that different. And it's only like in the later parts of the game that actually the fact that you only have 3 hearts becomes relevant, or becomes any manner of challenge. So I decided, do you know what? I haven't played Wind Waker actually in a long time. I haven't actually done a playthrough of this game since the LP that I did, and like at this stage that's like 8 years ago, almost. So yeah, I think it's about time that I played through this game again, seeing as it is one of my absolute favorite games of all time. I've been kind of like inspired a little bit by watching Mini Minchino's playthrough of the HD version of the game as well, and that kind of reminded me, hang on a second, you love this game, you want to play this game. And I mean, I have to continue my record of replaying all the old games that I've LP'd. I mean, at this stage, I've re-LP'd Luigi's Mansion by doing the Hidden Mansion. I've re-LP'd Pokemon Yellow by doing like the Pikachu solo run, and I think it's only high time that I re-LP Wind Waker and do the 3-heart run that I wanted to do all along. And yeah, as I said, like, since I'm doing the 3-heart run, why not get the Wii U version and do it on that, and then there'll be some sort of like excitement for me as well, because I've never played this version before. So So yeah, that's why we're here today. That's why we're here, is to start like the 3-hour run of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD for the Wii U. And it's going to be an amazing journey. I can already feel it. Like, this game just makes me feel excited to record, just like back then. And yeah, I'm going to have so much fun. It looks beautiful already. I mean, the original on the GameCube, I know it was kind of like very polarizing as far as the graphics are concerned. But like, I think over time people have come to like appreciate how it looks, and I think this only just goes to show just how beautiful it can be as well. Big brother! Aww. I wonder if I'm totally going to remember all the voices that I did for everyone as well. And like, the funny thing is, like, I can remember so much of my commentary from LPing this game, like the first time. Like, I can remember, like, oh, I remember at this point when I was at this island I was talking about this. Like, there's like certain things like that I can remember, which is a really weird thing to think about. Big brother, there we are, trying to get some shut-eye. It's like deja vu, I've been in this place before. But now all of a sudden we're a lot more kind of like rounded looking, or a lot more shaded looking or something. I knew you'd be here. I think I might actually, like, because I'm actually only just looking at the Wii U gamepad now, and it seems like you have a menu on it. So I might actually stick with the Wii U gamepad just for like the novelty factor, if for nothing else. So do you remember what day it is today? You're still half asleep, aren't you? I just recorded like a load of coming out on top, and like compared to that, this is just so wholesome all of a sudden. It's like very, very strange to like be readjusting to this game. Big brother, it's your birthday. That's why Grandma's been waiting for you to come back to the house. She's been waiting for a while now. It's a good thing I came to find you. You should probably go home and see what Grandma wants, don't you think? It's like when I think about like back then, like I remember like, oh my god, I'm actually moving. Oh my god! I have like the stylus in my hand. Like, I have a very bad habit as well when I'm playing the DS of like having the stylus between my middle and ring finger while I'm playing, and that gets like really tough on your joints after a while. It's not exactly healthy. Hurry up, big brother. Grandma's waiting for you back at the house. I'm sure everyone else on the island wants to say hello to you too. So, oh my god, I love the camera. I love controlling the camera. Is this like the way I want it? Yeah, it is. Oh my god, I love it. Like, I remember, oh my god, go down the ladder. It's like I'm gone crazy. But yeah, like I remember back in the day, like LPing this game and just, like, I remember like back then, like Luigi's Mansion was the first LP I did, and I remember back then, like, I wasn't really sure. Like, that was like a really calculated decision to do Luigi's Mansion as my first LP. Yeah, time does just fly. You blink and poof, there goes like 8 years. Why, I swear I just cut the grass in this field the other day. Look how tall it's gotten already. Yeah, if you just play the Song of Passing, then you're going to get all of that. Then you're going to get all of that that money, or not that money. That grass is going to grow back all over again. But yeah, like, that was a calculated decision on my part to, Hoi, Harry. Is it true that you just have to do the courage or run as fast as you can? Tell me. Yeah, you can do that. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to, like, center the camera on myself. And now, like, I have to, well, I think you can, no! It's like I have to, like, this is, like, strangely different from playing. Like, it's like it looks like the same game and like the controls are the same, but it still feels different because the GameCube has such like, oh my god, wait a second, I think I'm going to have to like change like the camera, reverse left right. I think that's actually what I want. Yeah, that's way better. For those of you who don't know, I know that. For those of you who don't know, like, I always like to play games with like a reversed left and right for the x-axis on a camera, which leads to like some games where you can't change that, like Spyro. It leads me to like getting like extremely confused because I'm used to like on the original Wind Waker and Mario Sunshine and stuff playing with like this sort of camera system. I just saw a wild pig. Ooh, see, look that black one there. Don't you see him? This is perfect. Ready to go grab it, Harry? You can't just run up and the pigs are too alert to their surroundings. If you want to get close to one, you have to hold set on. Crouch and tell that to crawl. Oh my god, you can also... No, screw it, distracting it with bait. I'm gonna like catch you, pig. It's like the only reason I'm doing this is like for the money because like technically there's so like that's what I'm just realizing now is technically there's so much stuff that I don't have to do in this playthrough because like all of the pieces of heart I'm not going to be getting. I think as far as I remember there's only like one mandatory piece of heart. Why did you bring that little piglet all the way here just for me? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, she looks so nice. I've been thinking of getting a pet pig for a while now. The boys will be so happy. And then you end up eating them, remember? And then there's only one left, the one that's named Harry, do you remember? But yeah, this is just like a good way to get money at the beginning of the game. Buy stuff like the bait bag or whatever. But yeah, because of like the fact that I'm not going to be getting all the pieces of heart, then that means I don't have to get like all the treasure charts either, like a lot of them, because so many of the treasure charts lead to pieces of heart, and like as well, like I'm not going because like because of like the fact that what was I saying? Because of like the fact that I'm not going to be doing like a 100% run of this game, I don't even have to like show off all of like the more random charts, so like the sea hearts chart and the big octo chart and stuff like that. Like it's going to be a lot more streamlined of a playthrough. Because I remember like in my original, okay, so isn't like one of the other pigs like yeah up there? Because I remember in like my original playthrough, like I basically did and showed off everything I possibly could. I'm kind of getting the hang of the controls now because it did feel different for a while, and I think it's just kind of like that strange clash of okay, wait a second, I'm so used to playing this game with one feel of controls, and now all of a sudden it feels different. But yeah, it's going to be like a real streamlined playthrough because I'm pretty much just going to be following the storyline, and the only thing that might be different, or not might be different, like the only thing I might go out of my way for then is like rupees. But that being said, that's something that I don't even have to show on screen, really. Wait a second, I gave you like another one. Yeah, see? Hey, oinker, oink, oink. Oh, now things will be ever so much more lively in the pen. It'll be just like a big pig jamboree. Oh my god, she's crazy. But we're bringing like light into her life, which I suppose is nice. Oinky Wonkies, you're going to end up naming one of them Harry. I just know it. So yeah. I don't think, like, the original LP that I did of this was like 100-something parts or something. But, like, this is going to be far more streamlined. Like, actually, like, I've been wondering, like, what I would do. I'm not even going to be using, like, fairies in this, like... So I don't really want... So I'm wondering whether I even, like, need the... So I'm wondering whether I even really need the, Why did I get that? Why, I don't really even technically need bait, do I? Because, like... I'm stuck on stupid. I don't actually even technically need bait because I don't need to fill out the map, do I? So... That's another thing. I'm so used to like 100% in this game, or like doing everything possible in this game. It's going to be it's almost going to be a challenge not to do it. But yeah, so like I'm not going to be using fairies. I'm still like not 100% decided on whether I'll use potions or not. So like things like the granny soup or like the blue potions and things. I don't think there's too much of an issue with that because there's a difference between them and fairies. Like, I think fairies is like, oh, you screwed up and died, well, here's a second chance. Whereas, like, there's some degree of, like, you have to think about what you're doing when it comes to using the potions and things like that, so... like, I think I will allow myself use of, like, the potions and things. But no fairies, like no fairies in bottles, because I think that just kind of like delegitimizes a 3-heart run or whatever. Like, it doesn't make it like a proper 3-heart run, because the point of a 3-heart run is that you like survive on your wits, and you play like really defensively or like really like smartly, rather than like normally in this game you're practically invincible by the end of the game. Like, nothing's ever going to be able to touch you. So that's what I'm looking forward to, is just being a challenge. Oh, here's the cute grandma. She's so adorable. I've been waiting for you, Harry. Harry, try these on. She's like Mrs. Dubose all of a sudden. Time certainly flies. I can't believe you're already old enough to wear these clothes. Oh, I look kind of dubious about it. Don't look so disappointed, dear one. Just try them on. Today is a day to celebrate. It is the day that you become the same age as the young hero spoken of in all legends. You only have to wear them for one day, so don't look so down. Be proud, child. In the olden days, this was the day boys were finally considered to be men. They were taught the ways of the sword to prepare them for battle with their enemies. But we don't live in such an age any longer. Our ways are the ways of peace. Nowadays, I suppose Orca is the only one on the island who still knows anything about sword play. Hanging the family shield on the wall as decoration is another tradition that has been carried down from those days. It's like now she sounds like Emperor Palpatine or something. She's like, I'm afraid the deflector shield will be quite operational when your friends arrive. Isn't that nice, Harry? They suit you perfectly. A perfect fit. Well, tonight I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party, so I'd better start getting ready. Your grandma is going to make your favorite soup. Steamed clams. Now go get your sister Aril. Oh, okay, it begins. After like dressing myself in front of my grandmother here, and now I have to wear this clown costume for the rest of the game. No getting out of that. Though I remember like now that I remember it, one of like my ideas that I was going to have was that like when I did my 3-heart run of this game, I was going to do that I was going to do it on like the New Game Plus, not New Game Plus mode, but you know, like the extra save file mode that you have on the GameCube, where you're playing it in like the blue like crayfish suit or whatever, and you can understand the Hylian. But I think like that was before like this version of the game came out. I think it'll almost be even more fun to explore this version of the game and see what it's like, because you can already see like some differences. Like you can see like whereas like in the original I only had like 99 rupees as a max on my like first wallet. Now I have like well over 100. Like I think the limit is 500 on the first one. I think it was like 500, 1,000, 5,000 or something now. So hey Arrow. Ahoy, big brother. Did Grandma make that outfit for you? Yeah, it looks like it'd be way too hot in those clothes. Yeah, it's getting hot in here. I guess they're pretty neat though. So anyway, Harry, can you close your eyes and hold out your hand just for a second? Oh my god, what are you going to do to me? Give you my most treasured belonging, but just for one day. Happy birthday! We got a telescope! This is your sister's most precious belonging, treasure it dearly. Oh my god, okay, so as well, you can always also touch and slide items to set them. Like, that's something I'm going to have to get used to, is like the looking up and down to the gamepad. I'm letting you borrow this special gift just because you're my big brother. Aren't you lucky? You don't know how lucky. Like, I actually use this telescope quite a bit, so it's actually quite fun to use. But I'm going to have to like. So wait a second. So it's or X and Y. Or X and Y are like my options. So I'm going to like put the telescope on or. It's like going to take like a while as well. It's going to like take a while as well to get used to. Oh my god, wait a second. Wait, no, wait a second, what is that? Oh, like I'm controlling it with the Wii U gamepad, it's like Splatoon. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. That's gonna take some getting used to. Okay, zoom in on the postman. That's gonna take a little bit of getting used to. I'm not sure whether I'll do that. Like, the postman looks kind of weird, doesn't he? Ah, Harry, the sky! Look up in the sky! Like, I wonder whether you can, like, turn that off and just, like... Cause like, this is really, like, disorientating. Like, it's not... God, what am I looking at right here? There it is, okay. Like, I'm not even sure where I'm going. It's, like, way faster than you'd believe as well. That's something that's going to take a bit of getting used to. Even though I thought that with like Breath of the Wild as well. Like, I remember when Breath of the Wild, when I was starting playing it, I wasn't like sold on the whole motion controls to like use the arrows and things. But then it becomes second nature so quickly. Like, it becomes like you really stop thinking about it and it becomes so like natural that that you really, like, as I say, like, you stop thinking about it. So I presume the same might happen in this game. I'll see. And anyway, you usually L-target everything anyway. It's like, when do you ever have to aim without doing L-targeting? This is so terrible. That girl fell into the forest and she needs help. But it's too dangerous for you to go in there without something you can use to defend yourself with. Oh my god, what am I going to do now? I need a sword! I need a sword, everybody! And this isn't like Ocarina of Time. We can't just go rob one from, like, some hole in the wall. But yeah, not only do we need it to defend ourselves, as will be clear when we get up here, because this is the path that heads up to, like, the fairy forest. We're not going to even be able to get in there without, like, a sword, so... yeah, I guess that's it for part 1 of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker 3-Heart Run. Maybe in the next video I'll finish telling that story I started telling about Luigi's Mansion, which I never finished telling, but... Do you know, I think everyone has to be used to that at this stage. When I LP'd this game the first time, I always got lost with my trains of thought, and now that I'm playing this game a second time, I'm pretty sure the same thing's going to happen, so... Yeah. Thanks again for watching part 1 of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, the 3-Heart Run. I'll see you next time. Bye now.